no way. Ain't no way. How did this close?
Right.
Ain't no way.
Right.
How did she shut herself?
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. See, in 2017, everybody was screaming, ain't no way Kenneka Jenkins walked in that freezer and froze to death. A lot of people had their own conspiracy theories surrounding the incident of Kenneka Jenkins. It was a lot of video that was exposed to the public, and the public started to do their own investigation on the situation. I even remember Kenneka Jenkins' friend Irene was getting blamed for the unaliving of Kenneka. It was a big situation on social media. You know, a lot of people thought she set Kenneka up. People even was looking into her shades and was saying that Kenneka was getting raped in the background while she was going live in a hotel room. But sadly, that was not the case. It was a lot of video footage that was exposed to social media of Kenneka wandering around the hotel room intoxicated. And people was wondering why nobody in the hotel noticed that. Now, the big conspiracy theory on this situation with Kenneka Jenkins is that one of the hotel staff in the kitchen raped and unalived Kenneka Jenkins that night and placed her body inside the freezer. It came to a point that a lot of people who worked at a hotel similar to the freezer that Kenneka was found in, they said ain't no way Kenneka had that much strength to open that freezer and close that door. This young lady right here even came to the internet and tried to demonstrate how a hotel freezer is operated.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. How did this close?
Right.
Ain't no way.
Right.
How did she shut herself?
Because we don't shut ours. We leave it open.
Yeah. But she couldn't shut this if she wanted to. Look how it's made.
So that's why a lot of people believe that the hotel staff in the kitchen did something to Kenneka that night that Kenneka was found unalive. Now, Kenneka's last resting spot was walking and entering the kitchen. As she stumbled out the kitchen frame, a lot of people said, ain't no way Kenneka opened a freezer door and walked in. Ain't no way Kenneka closed that freezer door either, because she was too intoxicated to do that to herself. Now, you got to look at the kitchen. The reason why a lot of people felt like Kenneka Jenkins was lured in that kitchen because there was an isolated kitchen that was no longer operated at that time. If you look at the other image of the hotel where the kitchen staff are in the kitchen, you see pots, pans, garbage cans, all that. However, in this kitchen, it looked clean. It looked old. It don't even look utilized. So how did, Kenneka wander off to a hotel kitchen that is not utilized? Only somebody in the hotel knew that. And that's why a lot of people were saying that another person was in that image in the hotel, edited that person out. That's why a lot of people believe that Kenneka was unalive and raped and placed in that freezer. So when the hotel decided to respond to the rumors and the, allegations of what happened to Kenneka, they stated that Kenneka's death was an accident. She was so intoxicated to the point that she walked into a freezer and the freezer door closed behind her, which led to her freezing to death. A lot of people did not believe that story, but her mother decided to settle with the hotel company, sign a, agreement not to speak on her daughter's death. Now, 8 years later, here we are talking about Kenneka Jenkins. Her mother came to the internet and stated this. So basically, she's saying that she really don't know what happened to Kenneka's clothes, her life, her shoes, her cell phone, and the list goes on. She says she was promised as if the case was over. She says she was forced to not speak on her child again. Now, after Teresa posted that on social media, it struck a red flag to the people who was following Kenneka's death in 2017, because a lot of people knew that Kenneka's death was not accidental. But when her mom settled for that lawsuit, a lot of people decided to not speak on Kenneka Jenkins' case anymore because the mother, agreed that it was an accidental death. Now in 2025, she coming out saying that she don't know what happened to her child. And now a lot of people is, throwing shades at her, saying that she's a bad mother who sold out her daughter for $10 million. And she didn't even get the whole $10 million. She only got like $3 million. But anyways, y'all leave y'all opinion on this situation.
And stated that on the missing person report, that he searched front and back and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them?
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading in the paid newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them. And I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help. And I started timing myself, basically, to let them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was like
right.
out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in the search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter, to inform me, and after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel, and I asked them, how was she laying? The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side, and I said, was she laying? How was her legs? Was they curved? Like in a fetal position? Yes. He said no, they were straight. I said, okay. Next question. Can I see my daughter?